This video shows how to install and remove the lens from the K9 HELM model CS-1. The CS-1 uses a single wraparound lens, and there are two ways to install the lens. I will cover the way that is shown in the user's guide. So the first step is to take these two tabs on the lower part of the lens and install them into the matching slots in the goggle frame. There's one on each side. And once you get them pushed down and secured in place, pick one side and you will bend the lens. Don't worry, you're not going to break it. Bend it and put it in place. Now, when you do that, it's probably going to pop out on this side, and that's okay. So moving over to the other side, bend the lens and put it in place. Now the final step is a little bit trickier because you have to get both sides of the lens underneath these grabbers that are up on the top. And the best way to do that is to grab the front end of the frame, pinched with your fingers, and pull it down. The trick is to do both sides at the same time. Otherwise, if you do one at a time, the other one will pop out. And this is how it goes. And I got both of them under here. And that technique works pretty good. That's what's described in the user's guide. Now, to take the lens out, it's very simple. Pull down on the front of the goggle frame and then pop out the lens. Very simple. Now, for installation, there is another way that I prefer. It may take a little bit of practice, but here's how it goes. You pick one side and just shove it right in there, and then rock it and lock it. That way this side is completely locked in and it won't pop out when you're tending to the other side. Pretty nice. And once again, with part of your hand, grab the front of the frame, and with your thumb and forefinger, apply pressure, and then bend everything out and pop it in place. And it works really well. Now, you're probably going to get a lot of fingerprints all over the lens unless you're wearing gloves. And that's why if you're using any kind of eyewear with a dog, you should have some kind of a cleaning rag, a lens cleaning rag on hand. If you want to, because the dog will probably get drool and dirt and all kinds of debris on the lens anyway. So that step may be optional, but these lenses have an anti-scratch coating. It's not going to keep the dog from scratching it, but it will keep the lens from getting fine scratches from things rubbing up against it, like clothing or a lens cleaning rag. So just keep that in mind. Thank you very much.